robot thing that would change the armor I choose to craft. The units, the actual like stat giving armor pieces have very little to do with your overall appearance if you don't want them to. Give me a second to get done picking my quests here. Oh wait, no, I'm doing ecological survey. Okay, so appearance and armor. This slot here is your costume slot. This is the majority of your appearance. As you can see, I've got this Rakshasa garment. Looks like that. If I were to take it off, I go back to my default look, which is this. For clothing, essentially. This has no effect on these. You can wear whatever you want here, and it won't change this at all. Just like you can wear whatever you want here, and it won't change this at all. What does change, because as you can see, it doesn't look like I have any units equipped. That's because in here, you can see how these don't have the little, like, dashes around the icon. You can click on armor, and there's this show hide thing. If I were to unhide that, because normally I have it hidden, that's what the little marks mean. If I show that, then it appears and you can see that big red thing behind me. That's the actual graphic of the armor piece. I normally hide them because several armor pieces look like ass. As far as getting costumes, there are two places. Down here in the vendor area, which I suppose is technically up here in the vendor area. This person here sells all of the basic starter costumes and cast pieces. They're cheap, and you can get them here. You know, that's like one of the starter outfits. That's another one. Alternatively, if you want to get some of the outfits that are different, special, that's over here. At the Visiphone in the player shop. In here, there are essentially two primary categories for costumes. There's the costumes and parts, which you can then sort down to full costumes, or if you're a cast, one of the robot people, they have the individual parts here. The body part, the arm part, the leg part. This is where the majority of them are. You'll want to select your gender. And in here, there's a whole bunch of them. A bunch of them are just going to be the cheapy starter ones, but in a like different color. But once you get down, the easiest way of finding the non-starter ones is up this to 7-star. And then you start getting into some of the ones that are So for the player shop, it's the Visiphone, which is any of the terminals with the swirling pink-purple thing. Top option, item search. Then you come down to your set category and select costumes. And then what type of costume, and then your gender. And if you're looking for the special ones, you want 7-star. And these are all special ones, and you can see that the price is fairly consistent for the common ones. It's about 130 grand. There's also the layering wear, which this stuff is extremely expensive. I don't recommend getting into this. For the layered stuff, the two important ones are the base wear and outer wear. This is what affects you. Oops, that's hair. That's really cool hair. I want that hair. I can't afford that hair, but I want that hair. But this affects, essentially, if you had no arm or no costume on, this is what it looks like at the base. That's why it's referred to as base wear. And there's different colors, obviously. But these are tremendously expensive in comparison, because you typically have to buy 2 pieces to get a look. For the most part, I recommend sticking with the costume option. Because there's a lot of really good-looking costumes. And if you're a cast, meaning the robot players, there's the whole individual pieces. I can't actually put any of these on. Oh. See, that's one of the 7-star ones. Just the body part. That's male. Also, if you, like, know the name of the piece, like, if you want this outfit, you're looking for this outfit specifically, you can go into the player shop and type it in. This is called the Rakshasa. And you don't need to know the whole thing, just knowing that much is enough, because then you can click this P search, and it lists all of the items that word is the first word.
Actually, if you just are looking for the Rakshasa, type in RAKP search.
Oh, that's sufficient?
Yes.
It wasn't working that little for me. I had to do all of Rakshasa.
I just did it this morning, so.
And then once you've selected the one that you're looking for in that secondary list and hit enter, it'll fill in the rest of the name, and then you can look by price. And voila! The Black Rakshasa. Shadow and Snow are always going to be more expensive than any other color.